Hello again, my name is Ben,
And my name is David.
and here we are today with the Season 2, Episode 3 of the Brickcast, the weekly podcast where the two of us sit down and talk about different topics in the LEGO community and give our thoughts on them. Today, we'll talk about different leaks and kind of just did leaks and catalog. That's fun.
Yeah, we're talking about we're doing a throwback catalog review, basically.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, I forgot to send you the pictures. Yeah, whatever. Uh,
Yeah, you better do that.
yeah, sure, I'll just send them to you while we're doing this. Sorry about that. First, we'll start off
That's
with
all
the.
good.
So first, I'll start off with this Ninjago leak. Uh, from I got it from Instagram from the same person from last week, Tanner Fish's official. Uh, it's Jay, I think. I don't know.
It's definitely Jay.
Well, I would say that, but it's just the face. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, the face looks weird, but everything else is Jay.
Yeah,
So it's
probably.
definitely Jay.
But sure, I'll start. Out of all the ones that we've seen, this one is my favorite. I think all the printing looks nice. The white and the blue looks really good together, and the straps with the blue like spheres or orbs or whatever looks pretty cool on him. Uh,
Mhm.
like I said before, the shoulder pauldrons look cool. The face, the hood thing looks pretty good. And the only thing I don't like on this figure is just the white arm. I just wish they would switch it out with blue. That's about it. Pretty good. And you?
For this one, I would say I like everything about it. This is probably the only one where I wouldn't switch out the arm just because the right side of the torso is white, so it's kind of like, you know,
I mean, yeah, I think it makes sense. Like, it makes
yeah,
sense compared to like all the other ones, like Lloyd with the spring green arm and Mia with the
yeah,
blue.
yeah. Those were dumb, but I like this one. I think this one looks good with a different colored arm.
Yeah,
The mask is incredible. Like I said, I love the new details in most of the new masks.
yeah.
I mean, I still prefer the old ones, but I like it still.
What are you referring to as the old ones? There's been like five different types.
ZX.
ZX. Oh, all right.
ZX to Tournament of Elements is when they quit the ZX style, right?
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah,
was the same
so
mold, just different printing.
ZX to Tournament of Elements style. I don't care about the printing. I like the printing for any of them in between ZX to that.
I like all of them except for like maybe rebooted, because I mean it's just the face mask.
Yeah,
It's
it
kind
does
of,
look kind of weird.
but I do like that they did it because we actually got their hair pieces. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Uh, so that was.
So I also like the torso printing, and like we've said for the others, I like the pauldron. The leg printing is pretty nice. It and the face does look kind of weird, but I
Yeah,
think it's still supposed to be Jay. I could be wrong.
I yeah I would assume it's Jay. But which one did you say we're gonna go on to? Marvel or DC?
DC is smaller, so DC.
Yeah, all right. So which one of these do you want to start off with?
We will start with Bumblebee.
Okay. You want to start with your thoughts or me?
I'll start.
All right.
So I'm like really psyched about this because this is the first Bumblebee minifig that we've ever gotten, and Bumblebee has always been one of my favorite female heroes, just because she's cool and she reminds me a lot of Ant-Man. So that's cool.
Didn't. Which one came first? I'm curious. I don't know actually.
Uh, I think Ant-Man came before Bumblebee, but I think Bumblebee came before Wasp. So.
And I could believe that. Let me see here.
And then I really like the printing on the face with the goggles. That looks pretty good. The hairpiece is really nice. I believe that I've gotten this hairpiece, but I could be wrong. The wings are okay. They're the plastic wings. And then torso printing is nice. In the picture that we got, you got of Instagram from BrickBoy44.
Yeah.
The In the picture that we got, it doesn't show the legs, so
No, it does
that
not.
kind of stinks. But my guess is that it would have a little bit of leg printing, or it has like the skirt piece that we got with I forgot who we got it with before. We got it with Wonder Woman, but it's with Wonder Woman. So yeah, that's all I have to say. And I like the fact that we get the lightning pieces in yellow. That's really nice.
Yeah, hang on, let me get the picture up. All right. Like you, I'm pretty excited for this one because we haven't gotten a Bumblebee before. Uh, I don't have any like real thoughts. I like the hairpiece. I think it looks pretty good. I'm like almost 100% sure, but 100% sure that it's new. Uh, I think she has the wings with a little bit of printing on them, which is interesting. Uh, I do like the lightning pieces in translucent yellow because they've only been like translucent blue and purple, so that's neat. Uh, Torso printing's nice. We can't tell the legs, so we don't know there. But yeah, overall, one of the best figures that for the DC minifigure series. I'd want to get it.
Yep.
So, which one next?
I guess we'll go to Cheetah since they're side by side.
Yeah, all right. I'll start with mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Not really a character. Oh shoot, my bad. Not really a character I'm particularly interested in. I mean, I barely know anything about her, anyways. But I like I like all the printing around her with the side leg printing, the arm printing, and I think she has a tail with some printing on it.
Yep.
The helmet piece looks good, I guess. I don't really know. Face prints, whatever, and a money bag, which is neat. Overall, not really a figure I'm too interested in, but I think the printing and details pretty nice. You?
So I really like this figure because we haven't gotten a cheetah figure in minifig form before, so that's awesome. The headpiece is really nice. Just the whole thing is really accurate to the comics, and the tail is nice. I like that we get a printed tail, or with that print. I don't think we've gotten one with that print before. And like you said, printing on the sides of the legs, which is really unusual, but it's still really cool. And just the overall printing is great. And then there's the money bag, like you said, which is a new print for the bag piece, so that's nice.
All right.
So the next one is this Flash, whose name escapes me.
Okay.
It's like the very first Flash.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Can't remember his name though.
Neither do I. I figured you'd know because you're more of that DC person than me.
Yeah.
But
I just had it, but I forgot. But yeah, so he looks really nice. I like the headpiece that looks accurate to the comics. The printing on the torso is pretty good. The printing on the legs is great because those are like boots, red boots like he had in the comics, so that's awesome. But yeah, overall, just a great minifigure. Like I said, I like the helmet with the silver and dish thing, and then it's got the lightning bolt sticking out. Just really cool to me.
All right. This figure I do quite like a bit. I like the dual molded legs. I mean, I think they're dual molded. Looks like it. Torso printing looks good, if not a bit simple. Face prints, whatever. And then the hat piece is good. Nice mold. Good looking design. Not a figure I'm too interested in, but I think it's pretty neat. We never talked about like the accuracy to the figures in here, but I don't even know what they look like actually, so I can't say anything.
Well, I said Bumblebee looked pretty accurate, and Cheetah looked really accurate. Guy looked really accurate.
Well, I wouldn't know, but yeah, I don't know what to say about him. Who's next?
And next would be Batmite.
Sure, hang on, let me check. Okay, you gonna start or me?
You can.
All right, the picture that I have here, I got it off of Google Images, which is great. The picture here is really blurry, so I can't tell that much about it. But the leg printing is not printing, but it's dual molded, which I think looks really good for him.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we got dual molding on the mini legs.
Yeah.
Although I wish it would have come with medium-sized legs.
I don't know. And I think it's accurate to that one, like, one little mini movie that they made. 'Cause I think he had short legs in that. Torso printing looks pretty good, though, like I keep saying, it's kind of blurry, so I can't tell too much about it. Those look alright. Can't tell much from the face print because of the mask and because it's blurry. And the, like, cowl piece looks pretty good on him.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I really don't know what to say about him, other than I wish he kind of had, like, a cape. So, yeah. What about you?
So this one is really good. I think I said this last week when we were talking about that might. He was in that Lego Cartoon Network original movie called I think it was called DC or Justice League Beleaguered or something. Beleaguered, something like that. And this is extremely accurate to that, almost exact replica. It looks the symbol on his chest looks just like it does every other time that I've seen Batmite. The cowl is really nice, and like you said, the dual molding on the legs is great.
All right. So, are anything else to say about him before we're done?
Nope, I don't have anything else.
All right. Is that all the DC figures?
No.
Which one's left? Oops.
Next is Aquaman.
Oh, right. I forgot about him. All right. You're gonna start with me. I don't really care.
You can.
All right. So this one's a bit interesting. The most, like, the main Aquaman design I'm familiar with is the, orange and green, or the one from the DC EU movies. Not too familiar with where this is from, but I think it looks decent. I really like the leg printing and dual molding on it. I think it looks pretty good. Torso printing looks pretty nice with his, like, shoulder pauldron and silver arm. I like that it has a little bit of printing on it, which is cool. Comes with a trident, I believe. Can't really tell from the.
That is a
Is it a harpoon? I can't tell.
harpoon, but it's like a hook.
Well, I can't really tell from these pictures.
He has that.
Okay. Face printing looks pretty nice. Simple. Angry face, happy face. The hairpiece looks pretty good. I don't know where it's from, though. I think it's from
it's the same one that
yeah,
they used for the last one.
Justice
Just
League. Yeah.
recolored in blonde.
Yeah. So that's nice. And can't tell any back printing from these figures or from these. So don't know what that looks like. But yeah, that's all I have to say for those. For that one. What about you?
Did you say?
I'm done. I'm done with my thoughts. You gonna go on to yours? Hello?
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 Okay, sorry, I think we broke up for a minute there. So like you said, torso printing is really nice. I like the shoulder pauldron, whatever that's called. I like how they did it in silver. And it looks like they maybe dual molded the torso instead of just,
Wait, what?
or not like dual molded, but like doesn't look like it's painted over.
What do you mean?
It's hard to explain.
Well, I'd like to hear your explanation.
I can't really explain it, but it's just really good, and the shoulder pauldron is great. The belt printing is really nice, and the legs are amazing. Really, really like the printing on the legs.
Mhm.
The hairpiece is pretty nice again, and then the hook hand is pretty good. This guy looks pretty accurate to what it's supposed to. This is based off of his first Action Comics appearance, I believe.
I wasn't aware. Actually, I just noticed. I thought he was holding the the spear hand thing. I didn't notice it was attached to his hand.
No, it is his hand.
I just noticed that. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. So yeah,
Ugh.
this. Do you know who this other guy is? The red and gold guy.
No, I do not. Do you?
Neither do I.
Um,
No idea.
well, since you don't know much about him, I'll just keep it brief. I like that he has dual-molded arms with the yellow and red. The printing looks nice. I don't know why he looks like he has green hands. Looks a little weird.
Yep.
But overall, he's just whatever. My only guess is the actually, no, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say Red Tornado, but he looks different from this.
What is that?
He's a. I know he was in Young Justice. That's all I even know where he's from. I think he's like a.
Oh yeah. Oh that. That actually might be Red Tornado.
It might be, but I don't know. He doesn't look like he didn't look like that in the Young Justice show, but I don't know. He could be from a different place.
I think he might have looked like that in the comics, but I could be wrong.
Well, I wouldn't know. But you got anything else to say?
I do not.
Yeah. So it's all the DC ones overall. I think these are pretty good. I think these are a bit more interesting than from the ones that we saw last time. More interesting figures. But now we'll move on to the Marvel ones, which I'm a lot more interested in. Which one do you start off with from those?
We can start off with the Hawkeye, Iron Man, and Thanos.
Okay. Well, I already talked about the Thanos, right?
I think so. Yeah, we talked about him last week.
All right. So I'll start off with the Iron Man. These are apparently going to be connected to the Avengers game that's going to be released next year, I believe. So that's where this design from the Iron Man at least comes from. Not sure about the Hawkeye or any of the other figures. So the Iron Man here, I think that I like the printing on his torso and legs, which I think looks really detailed. Like the red accent with the dark red, and the gold looks nice. But the helmet, I don't know. I think it could be a little better. They do like using this Invincible Iron Man helmet a lot. I can't think of any figures that have used it well except for the actual Invincible Iron Man.
I think Wasp used it pretty well.
No, it did not.
Opinion.
Yeah, I know. To each their own. Your thoughts?
I think it's pretty good. Like, torso and legs are great. Love the leg printing. Like you said, I don't really like the helmet. But other than that, I think it's pretty good.
All right.
And yeah, I think that's really all I have to say.
All right, you start with the Hawkeye.
Okay. So, I like how it kind of goes back to the comic book style Hawkeye, but it's not exactly the same.
Definitely not.
Well, I'm saying, like, by using the purple and just the way that they made him, it's kind of like the comic version. So I'm glad that they did that. And I like the goggles. That's a really nice print. And the hairpiece is pretty good, but I don't really like that hairpiece for Hawkeye, but it works, you know?
Yeah, all right.
And I don't know what he's going to look like in the game, so it might look exactly like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's what makes me think that it might not be entirely based off the game, because from the only trailer that I've seen, I don't think Hawkeye was in it, so I'm not sure. They could like introduce him later in the game, or something.
I mean, I would assume he's in. I know he's in the game since it's an Avengers game, and Hawkeye's part of the Avengers. But
Well, to be fair, I don't think he was one of the original Avengers in the first comics, as far as I'm aware.
well, I wouldn't know. You're more of the Marvel guy.
That is true. But I'll talk about the Hawkeye now. I really like this design. I like the purple. I think it looks pretty good. I would complain about the no arm print, not arm printing, but no leg printing. I don't really like it. Doesn't seem that good. But he does have really good torso printing with the purple and the straps and the pockets. Looks really good.
Yep.
Can't tell his back printing, and he has a quiver, which looks really good. I like the face print, and like you said, the goggles are really cool. And unlike you, I do like the hairpiece a lot. The one that make that. Jeez, I'm getting my tongue twisted. The figure this makes me think of is the one from Avengers Assemble, which is a cartoon they released. I know they made a couple Lego sets based off of it, like I can't remember the names of the sets. I wonder if it's in this catalog. But I know they based it off that cartoon. They might have. That's what I think of it. But overall, I think it's a pretty good figure. Which one's next?
Next would be Captain America.
All right. You want to go to Captain America, Thor, then the other guy.
Yeah.
So Captain America, I can't really tell a lot from him. I don't think he has any leg printing. I can't tell that well.
He doesn't.
That sucks. Yeah, I don't like it when the figures don't have leg printing.
Yep.
Torso printing looks really good. I like the details on it. Star, the stripes, looks pretty good. His shield, I think it's the same one from the Endgame sets, right?
Yeah.
Looks like it. He uses the same helmet piece from the Endgame sets, which is also good. I liked it there.
Yes. I love that helmet piece.
And I also like how they used they didn't put the flesh printing on a dark blue head. They just used a flesh head, so it doesn't look really like faded and weird looking.
Yeah. I hated when they did that. That was really annoying.
Yeah, definitely. Like my voice cracks. Yeah. You want to go to the Thor?
Well, I was gonna give my thoughts about Cap.
Sorry, man. Sorry about that.
It's fine. So I really like the shield. It's like looks kind of shiny, you know.
Yeah.
That could just be the way the light's reflecting off of it in the picture that
Yeah.
I'm looking at. But looks pretty good. The helmet piece, like you said, I really liked it. I really like it. It's gonna look great for Cap because with the other one that we got from Endgame, I think it was the same print, but we didn't have the face, like that face, so it didn't work very well. But now that we have that, now that they got the face right and the helmet right, it's great. So.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the suit looks really good. This entire figure reminds me of the suit from Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Not like, I meant the first Avenger.
Hmm.
Not really the helmet as much, but definitely the torso.
Oh, really? Kind of makes me think of the one from Avengers.
I mean, kinda. Except the one from Avengers was a little lighter blue.
Yeah, but the one from the first Avenger had a lot more like brown straps, right?
Doesn't this one have brown straps?
Uh, I think so, but they're a lot that you can't tell as easily from the first Avenger suit.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I still think it looks really good.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, sad that there's no arm printing or leg printing. That sucks, but it's okay.
Yeah, I wish like they would have more figures with leg printing.
Yep.
I don't understand why though.
Yep. So, moving on to Thor.
Yeah.
I really like this Thor minifigure. Based on the trailers I saw for the game, it's pretty accurate. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
That's fine.
Oh, right. I like how the cape is like rolled up over his shoulder,
Yeah.
or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. And then the arms look pretty nice with the silver. Same mold for Mjolnir, because there's really no need to change it.
True.
I really wish that they would add some brown on the handle.
Yeah.
You know.
I would like if they
maybe-
added the little symbol on the Mjolnir, but I don't think they could.
Oh yeah, that would be cool, but that would definitely be really hard to do, and
Mm-hmm.
it'd definitely make it way more expensive.
Definitely.
But the torso is pretty good. Always like the torsos for Thor; they are just always really accurate. And yeah, and they went back to the same I think that's the same exact face and maybe even the same hairpiece that they used from the original Avengers movie, but I'm not sure. Hang on.
I think it's darker. I think the hair color's darker. I think it looks more like a tan than like the bright blonde.
Alright, you can go ahead and start on your thought.
Yeah, sure. No leg printing again. Sucks. Terrible. I wish it didn't, or I wish it did. Torso printing I think looks pretty good with the like orbs or whatever they're supposed to be. I'm not sure. But it looks pretty good on him. You can see a little bit of his like red cape. I do wish it like had an actual cape piece, because overall the figure does look a little bland with just the grays and silvers. Mjolnir's there, and it's whatever. Head printing, I don't know if it's new or not. It might not be. Doesn't look like it. And then the hairpiece, I think it works. Looks pretty good on him. And I think it looks pretty accurate, I guess. But it's kind of it for my thoughts on him. Not much to say. Oh, I don't think we speculated on which sets these would come in. My guess is the Iron Man would be in the Iron Man mech. What were the other sets?
Thanos would probably be in the Thanos mech. I don't
Definitely.
think we said that last week, did
I don't think we did. I need to check. I have the list of sets here. Go all the way back here. Here we go. Iron Man mech, Thanos mech, Avengers bike, Avengers truck, Hulk helicopter drop. So, if I'm going to assume that the Iron Man mech and the Thanos mech only have one minifigure, which would be the Thanos and the Iron Man, and we already know what figures come in the Hulk helicopter drop, that means that the other figure, the Thor and the Captain America, can either come in the Avengers bike or Avengers truck.
I'm going to guess that Hawkeye is going to come in the Avengers truck.
Yeah,
kind of
Hawkeye.
like a redo of the one from Age of Ultron, you know?
Bike? I wouldn't know.
Alright, Cap. I feel like Thor, Cap, and Hawkeye are all three going to come in the truck, and then the bike is probably going to be Cap. Maybe just Cap.
My guess would be Cap would be in the bike,